Alright guys, so today's video is gonna be on the maxed out freaking magic orb, guys. Mirage Orb. The Mirage Orb. No, I haven't maxed it. I'm still I'm still gonna do my all my pulls, especially after I show you guys this video. I'm for sure getting the orb, guys. Absolute 100% investing in that orb. It's a must for the build that we're going for. Big shout out to TOXSIK for maxing out the orb for us, um, and helping us with the freaking testing. Honestly, a lot of the testing that we've been doing in the channel lately has been having a lot of success thanks to our guy TOXSIK here. Um, so let's start. I'm gonna start off by showing you guys the stats, right? So here is open in browser. Okay, here is the max Mirage Orb, right? So damage factor 3000, damage factor to other legions 2000, right? So that deals damage to the target legion that knocks two enemy legions near the target airborne and deals diffuse damage, right? So one of the things that I found out with the testing was, because at first I was doing like little 1v1s, right? Kind of like seeing like what the difference was between them. I'm like, why is he not going up in the air? And I'm like, well, let me read that again. It knocks the two nearby enemy legions airborne, not the exact one that you're targeting, right? So, and then the other part of this, open this in the browser. Boom, right? So, every time your legion gains a buff effect through a hero skill, they deal 50% more artifact skill damage up to a maximum of 45%, duration 20 seconds, right? Skill damage factor, like we said earlier, 3000 and 2000 artifact. Skill damage dealt bonus 15%. Um, so, one of the things, right? One of the things, excuse this here. Okay, so one of the things that I was wondering, right? So every time we were doing the testing, guys, and we're like, oh, like are these new commanders gonna be worth it? One of the things that was always in the back of my mind was maybe that artifact is gonna play a key role for the success of the Bert Tohar combination. And let me tell you guys, it does. Bert Tohar, based off the testing that I've done so far, that combination is the only one out of the two that I tested, was the only one that was able to get the max artifact damage for the Mirage Orb. And you guys, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. So if you guys see here, I'll show you guys the reports too. I'll go individually. Right now, I specifically want to talk about the artifact damage. So, yes, Bert Tohar won all of them except one test, which was an anomaly, right? And we'll talk about that one. So if you see here, the Mirage Orb hit me for 28,000. Guys, that is a nuke and a half. Keep in mind, this is magic damage to a magic march doing 28,000. So if this was an archer march, he would have hit me for way more because archers don't have that much magic defense compared to actual magic unit, right? So and then you can see that I hit him for 16,000. So not only is the Mirage Orb hitting for a bigger nuke, and it does AoE, guys. So it's crazy that I'm even saying that this artifact. I mean, we all kind of knew it on paper, but now I'm actually seeing it live in person. Like, not only is this doing substantially more damage, it's also destabilizing. It's also taking two other nearby enemy legions to the target out of the fight by throwing them in the air and dealing damage to them. Um, like, dude, crazy, crazy. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, this one here, guys. This one here. So continuing with what I was talking about. Another 27k nuke, right? And then I hit him for 20. Keep in mind, once again, Mirage Orb doing more damage than Infernal Flame. Huge to note, right? Once again, 27k to 20k. So I did it 3 times. I'm like, damn, this is crazy, right? So then I switched them up, right? I switched them up. I did 2 Inferno Flames. Just kind of switching some things up, doing a little bit of testing. Um, if you guys can see, Bert Tohar did do more artifact skill damage than Lily of Valen. Um, and then as we continue up here, I switched them up. This is the key point. This is the key point, right? This is why, like, I I kind of don't like that they did it this way. I wish it was kind of like, I wish it was just like it would just work with all of them, but it kind of makes sense in a way, that they would make it this way. That way, people spend more on those 2 commanders and the artifact because it's like a package. It's like a package deal. So as you can see here, the Mirage Orb with Lily of Valen is only doing 18k compared to 27k. Dude, that is a big nerf. And I did multiple of these tests, right? So I did 2 of them here, 18, 19, right? Um, so he was still winning the 1v1s with the Mirage Orb. The Mirage Orb is just stronger. Um, uh, yeah, or it might have just been because of Bert Tohard, to be honest. Or no, no, no. We'll look at it. We'll look at what the details are. But the main focus here is like the artifact decrease in damage because this is Lily of Valen with the Mirage Orb as opposed to Bert Tohar, right? Okay, so here I tested a 1v3. Obviously Toxic's account here had more units there. Um, and look at this damage. 30, I hit him for 35k damage, right? And then the two nearby legions that I hit there also. I have the recordings here. Actually, let me share some of the battle reports with you guys. So I won one victory, guys. One. So this was an anomaly. This is my only victory. As you guys can see, look at this. I did several tests with him here. Look at this. This was my only victory, and what happened? I like miraculously hit like a crazy crit with my Inferno, right? I hit a crazy crit with my Inferno on this one that made the difference that won me that fight. Um, uh, yeah, on this turn right here. Yeah, I just hit like crazy crits on it. I don't really want to go too much into detail there as to why I won that, but it was mainly because of crits, right? If you guys see like the skill tree, like there's specific percentages or whatever when you actually get the crits or whatever. But yeah, so 20 to 23k there. I was like, oh, okay, like this is different, right? This is the beginning of the testing, so I'm like, oh god, here we go. Like, what is going on, right? But then, as you guys can see here, another like 4k difference between the two. Um, and we were running no pets, no pets, yeah, no pets here. You can just see in the base stats, right? How much more stats that they have. So he won by 4k there. Um, Bert Tohar again won by about 5k there. Yep, won by about 5k there. Once again, won like about 6k here. Once again here. This one was interesting, right? Because he essentially won. He did better in terms of trades there with Lily of Valen, right? Um, which could definitely expose a flaw in my testing in terms of um, you know, how the 1v1's being handled. Like exactly, for example, it could be the alliance tech. It could be a lot of alliance tech going on. It could be behemoth buffs, right? It could be a few things at this point. So I think the best way to test it, and correct me in the comment section, guys. Let me know. Does alliance tech affect you off alliance territory? Because that's the way that we did it. So maybe for testing purposes, it would have to be both drop tags. That way you don't have any kind of alliance tech or anything like that. So we might be witnessing here. Okay, this is Mirage Orb. This could be the Mirage Orb versus Inferno. That did I do? Yeah, but no, then this was a Mirage Orb here. So, like I said, it could potentially be a mixture that the Mirage Orb is better and the whole like Alliance Tech thing. Um, so let's continue looking through these. No, okay, so Lilia Valen again, right? And what? Oh, Mirage Orb to Inferno. Mirage Orb to Inferno there. And then defeat over here. Okay, this was when I did the little like trio when I hit him when I did like the 1v3. So, yeah, so Lilia Vale in there. Let me know in the comment section if you guys know. I know that there's a lot of you guys that also do a lot of testing yourselves. I want to make sure that I'm getting better with my testing as well. Um, Overall, though, the main thing that we were testing here is the artifact. Is the artifact a must invest for mage mains or just anyone in general? That's a complex question, right? That's a complex question because it depends for everyone because everyone's accounts in different states, right? So whenever it comes to like shall invest and don't invest, like it really depends on like your level of spending for one mainly, right? But I would say for if you're a main mage, for sure, like you guys seen it. And who makes that artifact the best? Bert Tohar. Why? Let's talk about it a little bit. Let's talk about it a little bit, right? Why is it that Bert Tohar make that artifact what it is? My predictions were right when I was looking at it, right? So I don't have it yet. We will be pulling for it. So this right here, right? Every time your Legion gains a buff effect through a hero skill, they'll deal 7% more artifact skill damage up to 21%. We saw that when it's max, it's 40 something, right? We saw that when it's max, it's 40 something. So because of that, right, we all know Bert and Tohar deal a lot of buffs, right? So the main thing that I'm sure, based off the testing that we've been doing, is because of the Earth the Conduit. This specific skill is the one of buffing up that artifact to get that crazy nuke that we're seeing. That's a 9k difference. And you're doing AoE. That is nuts, bro. That is crazy. Um, man, oh man, that is absolutely crazy to me. Um, let's see. Since I'm here, I've recently posted a video of how my Bert and Tohar did out in the field. As you guys can see, my Bert Tohar is 5211. Tohar's awakened, and they're only 4-starred right now. I don't want to 6-star heroes until they earn their spot on the team, right? And based off what I just saw, dude, that might have been it, dude. I tested a bunch of different things out, right? I tried Lily and Tohar. I tried yeah, that was one of the main switches that I did. I Lily and Tohar. I did a bunch of different like changes, but Bert and Tohar together did the best. I did a Bert Thea, but currently my Bertrand here, the build that I have, he's too slow, right? So if I can go back and do this again, I would skip out on the skill damage or steady hands for now and make sure that I get the magic speed up and then come back this way. Like I said, guys, a lot of this testing is ongoing. There's no definitive answer. I would say more towards the end of the season, I would give a more confident, like, this is the build. But, this is kind of just what I'm working with now. And I figured I would just take the time right now to kind of summarize and talk about the video that I recently posted, literally like an hour or two ago. Um, Showing like the field and kind of like how they move, how I felt that like the Bertrand just needed way more speed because they're lacking a lot of speed compared to the other mages on my mage line as a main mage player. But man, guys, I knew it, dude. I knew it. I knew that artifact as soon as I read based off hero skill, it gets buffs. I'm like, Bert Tohar. They're the only ones that are gonna get that thing maxed. And I know that some people in the comment section were like, oh no, like this is gonna do it too. Like, bro, yeah, we can all make our speculations, but here I have the proof for you guys that Bert and Tohar, compared to Lilia Valen, are the only ones that can trigger that. Now, it could be, maybe that other marches can trigger that Mirage Orb, right? That would be for another video, right? Like, can Bert Thea, um, buff that up. But based off our testing that we've done, right, with the whole compound interest and what triggers compound interest, is it broken? Is it not broken? Obviously, we know Earth a Conduit is the one that triggers it, but because of that, I don't think any other I don't think any other March is gonna get that artifact to be at its max potential compared to Bert and Tohar. Does it suck? Sure. But in terms of like the developers and trying to get people to essentially spend more money on the artifact and both heroes together because they're a package, yeah. And I know a lot of people have been asking me like, are they worth it? Are they not worth it? Once again, very complex answer because for a main mage player like myself, 100% they are worth it. My mage line was crazy. I mean, I'm still recovering right now, but we got some good merits in just one day of fighting. 1.3 million merits, right? Granted, I lost a lot of power in that fighting, but man, it was good having them out there. My Burt wasn't max, but I still had a lot of fun with that combination. Um, I probably suffered on my total merits because I switched these guys around. I did like Bert, Thea, Lilia, Tohar. I mixed them all. I mixed them around all kinds of ways. Um, but yeah, as of right now, my main mage line still remains as of right now. Lilia, Thea, Bert, Tohar, Waldir, Valen, right? That's how I have my lineup, my three mage lineup right now. Um, One thing I would say with that, just because you can run three mage marches doesn't mean you should, right? Think about your commanders. Are they awakened? Do you have enough artifacts to support those? Or are you better off just using your one good march? That way, all your troops are getting the most punch based off the commander and the artifact. Remember that, guys. That is huge because I see it all the time. I'll see like 40 mil power players with like three mage marches out there, and right in the beginning, you're just like, okay, and then a wave happens, and then there goes like 300,000 freaking troops that could have better been utilized if only focus on that one main march to get the most punch for their account. But not to dive too much into that. I just wanted to make sure that I say that. Um, and yeah, guys, this is good news. This is good news for some of us. For some of you guys, you're probably like, "Fuck," like definitely not gonna invest in the Mirage Orb because I'm not gonna go for Tohar. And as of right now, only Bert and Tohar can trigger that. So, I mean, this is definitely good information for some of you that were thinking about spinning for that orb, right? Like, if you're not going for Tohar, is it worth it? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think actually I think so and I don't think so. I think so because the Mirage Orb still gives you that 7.5% damage dealt, right? And maybe down the road you do plan on getting Tohar, sure, right? Um, or I think, and you don't even have to have Tohar max. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's mainly just the Earth the Conduit that's getting it to get to the max buff over any of these other things. Someone correct me in the comment section if you can, but I want to say that's my speculation that Earth is mainly the Earth the Conduit. So as long as you have them 5111, it should be good. Um, Probably test that with some of my T4 buddies and see how it goes from there. Um, so yeah, guys, that's kind of how I feel about these commanders right now. I think I touched on it, but just in case I didn't, I do think for main mages it's a good investment. I think for other people that are like main archer, main cav, like that are not main mages, Lily Valen is still really good. Who does better in the field? That's still like inconclusive. So far, Lilia Valen are winning in the field. Why? Why I think that? It's probably because of just all the damn AoE, bro. All that freaking AoE. Sure, Bert and Tohar have the bigger nuke, right? But the AoE that Lilia and Valen do is crazy, man. So like, if you're not main mage, I still think it's good. It's better. It's good to just make sure that you get these maxed or awakened and six starred. Um, I hate saying that because I just know there's so much more to it. You can't just be like, oh, six star, because not everyone has the ability to just six star. other unit types that are not their main focus, right? What I will say is like at least getting them awake and 4-star, you know, for your mages. And then if you're main archer, you can go if you know season one you got your Kanara Haas or your Kanara Nico, I would say go for your Sindri on Freyguard instead of these two, right? Because Sindri on Freyguard, they're still the king of single target damage. Um, Based off what I've been seeing. I don't know if it's because Tohar is a little bit broken when it comes to behemoths, but that's just what we've been seeing, guys. So that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this one. This one has a lot of hype. This one's been requested a lot. Um, so yeah, guys, make sure you guys drop a like on the video. If you like the video, make sure you share with your buddy. Like, yo, look at this. This is what the testing that Guns and TOXSIK did. This is what they found. Bert and Tohar are the main one, are the only ones as of now, based off the two pairs that they tested that can trigger it because of mainly because of the Earth of Conduit. Blah 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 blah. You know, just share it. Let them know. Other main mages, any or just anyone really interested on if they should invest on the Mirage Orb or both the commanders. Just share them with this video. If you like the channel and you like the videos that I've been making, make sure you guys drop the sub. It definitely helps out. Um, the support's been crazy, as I've been saying, and you guys are freaking awesome. And here I am at 1 a.m. recording this video for you guys, and I have to wake up in 3 hours. But hey, gotta get the information out there to the community. That way we can all come together and make good decisions to make our accounts the most effective possible, right? So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this one. Good luck out there. And have some damn fun, guys. Get them damn merits up, bro. If you ain't got no merits, I don't know, man. You're just a farmer. You know, if you don't got merits, you're a farmer, straight up. But yeah, on that note, guys, your boy Guns here. Have a good one.